Good morning. I pray that my power won't go out again today. Yesterday was suffering. Hold on. Let me turn down the music a little bit. But yeah, yesterday the power just kind of went off and on like several times. And I suffer because of it. Because yesterday it was super hot too, so I have no access to fan or AC. So, and unfortunately, the power for the entire area just kind of went out too, and not just my apartment. So the nearby cafe, they don't even have the power to operate, so I can't even go outside. But yeah. Anyway, today I am going to play the new story quest in Honkai Star Rail, and later I'm going to attempt to roll for Hyacinth and Ika too. Hopefully with my limited ticket I will be able to get at least one Hyacinth. Okay. Let's view story recap first.
Following the advice of the Chrysos heirs, I embarked on the trial of time, only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Amphorius. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos. Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders. After winning the Council's trust, he ascended Dawncloud with Circes, the Reason Titan, who resided within him, and sought an audience with Kephaly, the World-Bearing Titan. To obtain information about the entrance to the Netherrealm, Castris had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the flame chase journey. With the aid of the demigod Cypher, she set out for the ancient city of the dead dragon, Styxia. Castorus successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via alchemy and used its power to return to the Netherrealm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, restoring the cycle of life and death in Amphorius. Anaxa's soul met Castris in the Netherrealm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the flame chase journey to continue. After returning Circe's core flame, Anaxa's physical body completely disappeared. With this, the flame chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward.
Okay, let's go now.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
Okay, so there's 2 left. I think one of them is the Warbear one, and the other one is the Sky Titan. Aww. Just one glance at your phone, it won't disrupt your thought, or so you tell yourself. No, she definitely got the TikTok brain rot. Oh, hi, Cypher. $7.30 split? 30 for you and 70 for me? Gosh. Details me too. I look at this icon. This one is so cute. There better be a trash can in Styxia. Otherwise, I don't think the Trailblazer is gonna cheer up anytime soon.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
I missed Castle Ride too.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
Is there someone else here?
Yes, and this aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth.
Oh, it's a Flame
Now,
Reaver.
where have I seen this before?
It's the Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here? Mommy! Look out!
But we don't have the core flame, so there's nothing to be afraid about. Okay, ma'am, get ready.
Wait! We both know what this thing can do. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
I don't think you should be talking out loud about that.
The River of Souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
Eh?
What?
Is this guy hungry or something?
Flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Excuse me? Why not? Are you okay? Are you okay in there?
Meow?
The Flame Reaver's gone mad. The end.
We already knew about the mad part, but are we still in danger?
Well, I would say yes. Yeah, we are still in danger. Cypher, you little shit!
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
What a terrible person. Let's leave.
Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
So you're playing both the good cop and the bad cop.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, but okay.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
And you're just telling us like everything like that?
You think I might be lying? No need. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
Hi, Finon. Okay, I just noticed that his punchline is praise the sun. That's kind of funny.
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Why do you need so much money anyway? Gonna go live handsomely somewhere after this?
Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures.
Yeah, I think that would make sense because if Cypher wants something, she could just lie and steal it. She doesn't need to like steal the money and then buy something. That would be kind of pointless for a trickery demigod.
Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple?
That is one way to cheat the prophecy, but I don't think it's gonna work out the way you envision it to.
So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Gray Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donham. Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since. Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself.
Wait a minute. I just noticed the this chest P thingy look kind of like the vortex of Genesis. Oh, let me count. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it definitely has that similar vibe.
Exactly.
I wonder if this guy is going to turn out to be like the final boss of Apharius.
Capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm. The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy. Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems. Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it. You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful. Not exactly. But we Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner. Hypothetically, Lord Donham, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment.
Yeah, this part right here should raise that hand like alarm radar up real high, cause he is not a flame chaser by any mean, but he being super sus about everything around here.
Would you consider ceasing your support for the flame chase journey?
Yeah, I knew it.
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
The question is, why is this guy siding with the Council of Elder for some reason? Because he definitely wants the Flame Chaser to continue, given how he even tried to stop the Herda from going into the going to Euphorius. So this is kind of conflicting.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Okay, he reviews the record of many council elder. Among them, only your background was nearly blind. I would like to accept your goodwill, but given such mysterious background and motive, anyone caution would have doubt. Yeah.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Unless this is a bit... Yeah. Oh. Oh. I knew it.
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhung. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion. I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs? So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
The one who need help as okay, yeah, that is fair. I mean, I don't think he would help the guy either, but we'll see.
Why? Answer me! Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore. Drag him back here, friend.
Wait, what happened when between the time between like during the downtown part? 'Cause we are still with Cypher. And then
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out. That's why I made sure you were well fed and rested on the road. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
I kind of don't like how they are writing the Euphoria story so far. The pacing is kind of all over the place. Some part is too long, some part is too short, and then there's just a random time skip everywhere. Plus the like they definitely don't know how to pace this story out.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the river of time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Why not get Chatonus to help?
Don't worry. I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Phainon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikidor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
Okay, we will be here by your side.
You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that Swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
Well, take the interesting one home.
Oh, great idea! However, That would mean no more reasons to visit the grove.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
Where am I supposed to be going? Need to go down. Hold on. I see a nymph here. We grab it.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have...
No one will be there to judge your reading test. I think I'm gonna try and read all of them. Oh my god. This is getting spicy. Oh god. What about this one? Oh boy, this one is also very spicy. That is nothing else. Once Fun God Aprila. What is this? Some sort of light novel? Hello, Phantom Walk. Thank you for the follow. Okay, let's stop here and continue with the
I
quest.
wonder what Finan and Mem were reading. Let's take a closer look.
I wonder if Mem is reading some sort of kid's story. Wait, don't tell me I get to reread of the spicy book? That would be so funny. Wait, where is it? Oh, right. I think it's in the archive section.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Amphorius these days?
Are you into fishing?
Ah, you scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Okay, let me go check on Finon first, and then look at Mem once again.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Just curious what you are reading.
You could have just asked. There's nothing embarrassing about it. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune.
Maybe it's time to find a different sidekick.
No way, I've invested almost all my savings into this hobby. I've spent a lot of time pondering how a Goliath became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talked too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and integrity and skill.
I swear to God, he is going to lose all his money. Like, not even right after he became the Warbearing Titan, but he just gonna get scammed and become homeless. I'm sure Aglia is going to figure something out, but still, this guy is not a businessman.
Oh, the these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Use them flexibly. Don't just memorize. I think she is.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh?
I think Mem is just looking at tarot card.
But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Amphorious Divination?
Knew it. She is looking at tarot card.
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby, so why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
That's so cute.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared.
Aww.
Don't forget, we've got Lady Trinan. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
Little faith in these things isn't bad sometimes.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
What if divination predicts something bad?
Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes. Even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
You got a point.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes.
I wonder if at this point Finon put two and two together and figure out Mem is related to Cyrene somehow.
It utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
Then gotta grab a Mem specific deck.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orin exposed to us?
Wait, What's going
Who's
on?
there? You are...
Nice cosplay.
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing, masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
Oh,
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten
so
history of Emphoris.
these are the group of people that the council elder say that can take care of the demigod.
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
If it is a fight you want, let's get on with it. Enough chit chat.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Wait, not that that's a freaking scene change.
How's
Oh.
it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Look at Ika, you're so
Lady
chubby.
Treby, with this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Aww. You're so cute.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Celiosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories, but the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For a Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
The noise Ika make is so cute.
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side.
Aww.
That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the Golden Threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
What's
Clement's
going
right.
on?
Take a breath. What's going on?
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya!
Huh? Wait,
It's
is something?
Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Hold on. A moment ago in Memorial Palace.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Goldweaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from dawn cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
Okay, can is it one
If
salty
you're in
bitch?
such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours.
Okay, I don't like her
Like
one
I
bitch.
said,
I
you're
hope
not only
something bad will
blind,
happen to
but
her
deaf,
soon.
too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too?
Okay,
You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today?
what's wrong with this bitch?
Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment.
Wait,
To let my
is that
departure become a
how...
path for others to follow.
Is that how Aglia is going to die?
Have I done enough?
Good
If
morning,
I
SV.
embrace that
How are you
prophecy
today?
now and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures! I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow! A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphera, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Oh, come on. Can we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
Hold on, let me take a screenshot of this. The younger version of Cypher is actually very cute.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh!
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently.
Wait, so why are you giving them to Cypher?
Then don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
Aww.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? Way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them. Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyad.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is! Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful! Just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The
Girls, these guys are terrible at bargaining.
80-20 is. How generous you are, boss lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps?
Okay, that is cheating.
What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across, or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Wait. If that is not Bartolos, then who that is?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever.
Okay, you know what? Before I start doing this part of the quest, I'm going to attempt to roll for Hyacinth. I have about 56 tickets here and 57. Hopefully I will be able to get her. My pity is 4 right now. Okay, here go nothing. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is this a streamer luck? I think this one has to be a streamer luck. Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, not Shimala, but at least she comes super early. Still, that is so funny. I still think I have a chance to get her early. Okay, let's go again. $20. 30. 40. Oh wait, is that a new one? I don't think I have this one before. Okay, 50. Yeah, I still think that I have an opportunity to get her before her banner run out. Still, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna try this single for now. If she comes, she will come. Still have enough for one more. I think it's about 56-ish. No, wait, no, 46, 56-ish by now. And if I'm lucky, I will be able to get a couple of more pull by the time the story quest ends.
Of Ornyx. Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Huh. This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
Self-taught. All self-taught.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
Hold on, let me see if there's anything around here. Okay, this part is dead end. What about here? This part is also dead end.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Gray Mystery and that pink squirrel.
Okay, hold on. I need to raise Bronya Aralon. See, her evil is...
The future of Belobog shines bright.
It's not too bad. I think Bronya is still decent if you don't have any other harmony character.
right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Roger that! Watch me!
That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow, wow. A massive hall. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here! Take this. See if it suits you.
Ooh, thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer, safer. You truly have the most refined taste of all of these amphorius. Let me try this on.
Eh?
Where is my treasure?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This is... How could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it as true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
Cipher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Starting navigation. Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
I remember, of course. Whoa! Isn't that like... Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey, if you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
Hold on, let me see.
This thing's way too loud when it's on. Let's not stir up more trouble, okay?
Okay, I will come back to this later then. I think. No, this part is blocked. Nothing in here.
Here we go round the river of souls. Spirit thief goes, spirit thief goes.
This guy has
What are you even
terrible
singing? You're
singing
totally
voice.
out of tune. There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure lump of stupidity.
Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly, running away is the sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature.
That's so funny. Also, I didn't get to use Kasserai passive.
We could do it. We could do anything. Wilt here.
Receive divinity. The dead return! Bloom.
Embrace a new life.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring.
Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action.
It should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Since we've already dug it up, let's open it and see. Huh. Is this?
The journey of a Styxian refugee.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akuma?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akama. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akama, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only
Oh, I see. But you in a priest room? Now that's hard to picture.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot.
Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here.
I mean, she can climb, right?
Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Xanris?
You can fly and you can climb.
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy. All right. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller. After all, you know. Hand of Zagreus, my darling, activate!
I wonder if there's any coin around here. Let's see. Just gonna scout the area. Well, I don't think there are any of the teeth coin around here, so gonna go ahead and punch this thingy.
Works like a charm.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go to the next room!
Hey, slow down. That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have...
Okay, Battle is acting sad right now.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. All right, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
How does she even get the core flame?
I still sound better than you, boss.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame chase.
Oh guys, that's so funny.
This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed! If even boss lady says so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
What?
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here, this honor's all yours.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me.
Yeah, this one is simple. Oh, I didn't have to do a lot of thinking.
Told you, nothing can stump me. Cypher, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you, don't move.
What's going on?
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet.
Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
What, boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa! Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me? As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera. Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far? I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face. Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
Aww.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
No wonder she is entitled to romance.
I see limbs. So this time, I must say this to you. Even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please. Come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
Wait.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good. Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come.
Wait, is that how they are going to handle Aglaya dead?
Cyphera. Goodbye, Aglaya.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then when...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious, what exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud. I never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya.
Okay, yeah, that's fair
Isn't
enough.
that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world.
Wait, so she is not the
If you wanna
demigod?
keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again,
Cyphera, your face. I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
Aww.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes, what about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes, world-renowned swordsmen, exceptionally intelligent scholars. Cyphera. Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper, thief, con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation?
Aw, that's kind
Or
of
that I might
cute.
sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
Okay, we are back at this part.
Pressure, fear, planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen. From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness.
Oh, no wonder why she is so
the rise of
bitchy.
The cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history. Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos. To ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle.
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens...
Is that how you're going to drop it? Man, that's disappointing.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days, but I must warn you. I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool.
Fainan is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
Damn, that lie is
more than
strong.
once, Lord Fainan, we're not here to start a fight.
So,
We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else.
oh,
While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Fainan,
is this little shit?
next time.
He's lucky that there's no one throw a knife on his back.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
Do you think they have a chance?
Probably a desperate gamble. I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase journey. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. My teleslate.
What's going on?
Aglaya? Is this... blasted? Those guys...
What is those guy doing?
But how could they possibly... Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Fainan?
Gosh, I hate how they just keep telling and not showing.
Stay on course. I'll contact Chubby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akima as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time.
You're supposed to show this kind of scene and not just like telling the audience about this.
You're forging a sword for Fainan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya. In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you, do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily.
Something about this feels like a scheme.
I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be taken down by a handful of assassins. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her. Hung came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something. Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine. Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
I don't know why, but the way the cleaner just does this assassinate her, it's just like very poorly done. Like, I can understand they plan to attack the citizen and whatnot, but to leave the trail like that, it's just kind of stupid for an assassination group.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Kind of really just like letting her petting it
didn't
control her.
immediately resort to violence.
If that is what they are doing.
They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
I feel like I have been watching you running in the same quest every time I tune in recently. Is this a new patch, right? Yeah, it is a new patch. What's the reason why you think that I am playing the same quest is because the way they are writing this, the quest in this area, it's just not very well done. Like, there's a lot of talking and telling, but not enough showing, so it's kind of frustrating to sit through. I mean, I wouldn't say the writer is a clown, but there's a way to like tell the story without like making the viewer just sit through a bunch of dialogue. Is the reason I dropped Honkai Impact 3rd. I don't play Honkai Impact 3rd, so I don't know the story. But yeah. Usually you would want to show, not tell.
Hyacinth.
You're back. I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
Story basically took a nosedive after he became the lead writer. He's the same person who writes the what is that called? The basically the same like the Honkai Impact 3rd Flame Chaser version. The one with, if I remember correctly, the one with like Kevin and what's the name? Yeah, the one with Kevin. Is that so? From what I've seen, a lot of people seem to like that story, but I'm not too sure about that.
Yes, we witnessed her final moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the
Those are
hardest thing
hardcore
I've ever
fanatic.
had to do as a doctor.
Alright, yeah, her name is Alicia.
Finan,
I don't know about the other character, but everyone seems to like Alicia a lot.
carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it.
I like the
What I've
concept of
lost
the area we could play
is a
in,
mentor
Elysium Realm,
and
right?
a comrade in arms.
Yeah, I saw a couple of fan art for Alicia, and I think she is pretty interesting, but I don't know much about the story to comment on that.
Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Elysian Realm was like similar universe, but for
We should visit
SJ3,
Lady Treby.
the story. Almost nobody knows the story because it's so long and convoluted. Yeah, I would say the same with the Amphorius arc right now. Like from the last time they write the story for during the Chibi and Mighty banner, the Chibi part is good, but the Mighty part is just intentionally skip out on the trial of strike for him. And when he come back as a demigod, it's just kind of disappointing. Like at least in Genshin, the story still show a decent amount of stuff. So there's still something like to grab my attention, but Euphoria is just kind of, the story quest is just kind of painful to sit through. Yeah, the newest story, the newest path for Genshin is very well written, with the story quest.
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akuma. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself.
But even later, a writer as bad as Ishasha Daniels. Oh
Oh
gosh, I hope the next planet in Honkai Star Rail is gonna be handled by a different writer.
The flame chase journey. Yet she gave everything without hesitation for the future of everyone.
Yeah, the Mossack patch is actually very good in my opinion.
I know what Aglaya
Asking for the writer to get removed, the Honkai Star Rail writer or the Genshin
right now,
one?
the last thing Akuma needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
Oh, not the Genshin one? Yeah.
The scroll
But I don't think that the higher up would just allow
He
that.
instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time. Aggie, I still remember the taste of that oatmeal. See you tomorrow morning. I'll prepare breakfast for you then.
Aww. Your recent memory?
Finan, my humble student, my trusted
They will
colleague.
if the game make lesser money. I don't know about the game making lesser money since there's a lot of Hoyo's spend going on.
For the survival of the flame chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could
Even
win
if better game come out, they would refuse to swap out over because they're so invested in this franchise. To be honest, I am considering like dropping one of the gacha game I'm playing, but I'm not sure what yet.
Deterioration of my own senses.
I only play Genshin and Honkai Star Rail for with the Hoyoverse game, but for the I start picking up Maple Story again, so I'm kind of very addicted into that now.
He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die
I think the
as a
saddest
human.
part is for your creator. I have so many friends in there who can't leave, otherwise it messes up so many things in the background.
What kind of
If you're
departure
looking
would
for a
not
certain
waste such a
type of game,
belated
you can
day?
always ask. Right now I'm just playing like Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Wuthering Way, but recently I have been picking up Maple Story, and because Maple Story is not a gacha game, it's an MMORPG, so it has been like super time consuming for me to play. Plus it's kinda eat into my working time as well, so I need to like stop that.
It would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels.
That's why I don't play
That's when
MMO.
I'll strike back,
After I start working in UI, I need to make proper decisions. Yeah, that is such a lie of an adult.
The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all,
To be honest, I have been wanting to play Final Fantasy XIV, but the last time I played it, I got a very bad headache and couldn't continue.
Deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors.
It's not worth it now. Don't bother spending money. Probably not. I don't enjoy the concept of game with subscription service.
They recognize the imperfections in their creations.
It's just pretty straightforward for some
to
reason.
shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love.
Yeah, I don't do subscription game.
Believing it to be your destined
Like,
path.
I'm fine with buying monthly monthly pack in gacha game, like pay $10 a month, but just pay to play is just kinda rubbing me the wrong way.
Go, complete the flame chase journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity.
I have no problem paying for monthly pack or premium item, especially cosmetic one. Well, it's for cosmetic one. I hope it's not like similar to Infinity Nikki with the recent drama. The recent drama is just terrible.
Be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands.
Well, I would rather play like Monster Hunter to spend nearly as much time or money. Yeah, I would want to. I kind of want to pick up Monster Hunter too, but I don't think my PC can handle that.
Please,
yeah, no, I don't think the depth of the game is doing something wrong. It's definitely something wrong with the higher up. No way they can like pass those kind of decisions.
Lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Memorial Palace.
What are your PCs like?
Who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the flame chase journey?
I have like my graphic card is about
the seeds of hope. Thank you. It's been a harrowing.
My graphic card is the RTX 4060.
Collect your thoughts.
But my CPU is kind of old, so I have. Last time I even got like blue screen of that for some reasons, and to be honest, I have been looking to upgrade my CPU, and maybe the main board too, but I haven't had the fun to do that. Yeah, the CPU is super old.
Cortonis.
CPU, I think I got it from like
Palace?
2020.
I plan
When
to
I
get
first
everything
built my
settled before coming
PC,
to
which
see
is
you.
like 5 years ago
Is there
now.
something urgent, Cortonis?
How are you
If you do
holding
get
up?
a
I
new
wanted
one,
to
then
see.
please let me know if you get Monhan. I love playing with new player.
Better than I expected.
I
You
have been
see.
eyeing a new CPU, and the store they
There's no
kind of
room
have
for
like
doubt
this
anymore.
the store,
Take
the PC
action.
store. They are
Show
giving
everyone
like
that
a
the leadership of the
promotion.
Chrysos heirs is still
If I
strong.
like buy this certain
Right.
CPU, they
Your
will give
assessment
away
is
a free copy of
now
Monster Hunter.
Here, take this.
Is this it? You've completed
You
it?
enjoying? Okay, so they'll try Claire
Dawnmaker.
Ops You.
The name
Very my
I've
favorite
chosen
game.
for it. Before
Okay, yeah.
dawn,
So the
prepare
PC
for
store
battle.
where I would
For
like buy
tomorrow,
PC part,
wield your
they are having a
sword.
promotion that if I
Befits your
spend
stature,
if I
it
buy a
does.
certain PC part, they will give away like a copy of Monster Hunter. But
Dawnmaker.
the one that they are selling for is kind of expensive-ish, like $400 for that CPU that I kind of want.
So precisely, just from what I described.
Yeah, but still, $400 is still a lot of money, so I gotta save up.
Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will
Yeah, cool. Just look for something you can use long term since it's a lot of money. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. Gonna see. Just need to do like a comparison with the spec of both CPU. But to be honest, I'm not a tech savvy person, so I might not know much about how well is a PC part is gonna be.
Divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little.
If you're looking for something, just send me the link if you would like get a different input. Okay, hold on. Let me pause this here. Actually, I'm just gonna let it play in the background while I look to the PC part that I have it pinned.
Another constant companion by my side. May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see
Okay,
me
this is the one that I am looking at right now.
rallying people against their destiny.
I kind of forgot the spec of the one that I am having right now, but that one is pretty old.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heirs' flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen
Are you
us,
looking at this one for
not
any
weaken
particular
us.
reason? The
It was
one
the
I am
gold
using
thread
right now
that
is
mended
also
our rifts in the
AMD,
past.
so I figure
Some
this
saw
one
it
is
as
a
means
decent
of
upgrade from what I am
surveillance,
having
a
right now.
tool of control. But no one can deny that
I
it
think
was Aglaia
the one I
who
have is
held
like
this city and
Ryzen
even
5,
this shattered world together.
5000,
Now she is
5500. I'm not
Yes,
too
as
too
you
sure
have
about
heard,
that.
the demigod Aglaia, who guarded the
Since
holy
this is
city
a
for a
very
millennium,
basic one, doesn't really
has
carry it
indeed
away with heavier process. So, do you have any recommendation for a different CPU?
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
I felt the same as all of you
Do
initially.
you have a budget?
wanted to
Maybe
stand here
any
beside
one
you,
that is
condemn
under
the sinners, to
$500.
discuss retribution,
I can go
and to
like
see
a little bit
justice brought
higher,
down
but no
upon
more
them.
than 600.
But my perspective has changed.
Depending on that. Yeah, the max budget is probably 600, but it also depends if I can find it somewhere in my country or not.
Celebrating their
Since the party is very limited, they don't have everything, that's for sure.
chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone.
Yeah, since no the solid one
power
and
will
limited stuff. Yeah,
from
I
the
have to.
malice in our
I mean, you can like give me 3 to 5 suggestion, and if I find anything available, then I will just add it to my cart, and hopefully I can get it before they run out of stock.
Finon has a way with words. Oh, all right.
The flame chase journey is nearing its end. With only one titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer, Aquila. Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your
Everything in this
spirit
group
shine
right now, so
brighter
after
than
I
the
grab
sky
that, I will just send
itself.
it to you. Okay.
Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akima will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaia dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people.
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaia left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the Holy City for a millennium. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
That singing sounds so familiar.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a screenshot of this.
That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Every student who study math.
In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros? Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Aww.
Goodbye, Gastras. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Aww.
Did you forget me?
What? What? Mighty?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Finan of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date. Mighty
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Okay, who is this one?
Yes, Cyrene.
Oh,
I was
Cyrene.
right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
Okay, had that. This asks for another screenshot. I should have taken a screenshot of when Mighty showed up, but he is very tiny in the background, so there's no point in doing that.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people and tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain.
Oh, I see a nymph over here, but I haven't even looked at it.
But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cyphra, you...
Seamstress. Tell me,
Does Akuma have any treasure so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cypherer. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypherer?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person, or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelens! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treeby!
Aww. Okay, as into I will share more later on overtime depending on input. Okay, I will check it out later after stream.
But I still want to be worthy of you.
I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream.
Aww.
Right?
No rush, take your time. Okay.
I know, Cypherer. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful and that everyone is simple and kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it, even though it's a lie.
Lies will always be lies, Cypherer. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad, I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, And you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase, and the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kindness.
Damn, I wish they would just show us that.
I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
I don't think she will do that.
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time.
Yeah,
And
this is definitely a lie.
That
But
lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with the flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal.
I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable.
I don't know why she could just let the Flame Reaver deal with the House of the
There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Yeah, this part is so long and it's just a lot of talking.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all.
Aww, Ika is so
I
cute.
know, little Ika. I know.
But he's so chubby.
Study together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence.
Okay, I think I'm going to call it a day for today and start the next part of the quest on another stream. But before I do that, I am going to try to do one more pull to see if I can get Hyacinth. Let me see. Yes. Oh. Okay. Let me check my PT again. 20, 40, 50, 55, 6, 7, 8, 58. I think I have about 2 pull in here. Okay, nothing come up yet. So maybe on the next stream. But yeah, we'll definitely get Hansen within this battle pass. So I will see you guys on the next stream. And let me see. Today is Thursday. I will probably stream again on either Saturday or Sunday this week with another Honkai Star Rail stream. So I will see you guys on the next stream then. Until for now, I'm going to see if anyone is no one is streaming right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and end stream now. Thank you guys for coming to today's stream, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care and bye bye.